from the east, continuing throughout the night.
Is this a private party or can anyone join in? Yeah, listen, if you've really got a place out, I've got that motor-in CD upstairs. Now that I can sleep to. And please, God, I'm not fat, it's only got in a tonsils. Leave it. What's the matter? Yeah, it's all right, Arthur.
All right, very far from all right.
Yeah, okay.
Very far from all right with my family woken up at this time
Yeah,
of
well,
night.
we've turned it down now, as you can hear.
We've got to go to Leon's C in the
Yeah, and
morning.
I hope you have a very nice trip.
Oh, great. As if we haven't got enough to put up with you two. Now we've got a wide 5-0 disturbing everybody's kit.
The problem with you, brother, is you don't appreciate culture.
There's nothing you want to tell me?
Such as?
Well, such as why you're trying to drown out Concord, for starters.
It's your new job. Inspector for noise abatement.
And whether you know about some bothering the Vic tonight.
How could I? I haven't been anywhere near the Vic tonight.
So you wouldn't know why Eddie Roy's just been carted off to hospital then?
He's probably been drinking his own beer.
Oh, that's funny, that is.
Look, I turned the stereo up because I couldn't sleep. I still can't sleep. But if you prefer, I can have a couple of frames and a snooker hall instead.
All right, I'll come with you.
Suit yourself.
OK, hold on. Just get me jacket.
Yes! You all right?
Yeah.
You all right? Yeah, fine. Hey, your missus know you're around? Shh. Don't drink too much of that stuff. Can make spine. I'll never with that angle, Gary. You got more chance of putting that cactus.
I always thought Jimmy White had hair.
No tables.
What?
Nothing's free for half an hour.
I can't wait half an hour. I want a game now.
Well, we can have a drink first, can't we, eh? Eh? Relax a bit, come on.
That's all right. Gary and Turner, finish having your lads.
We're just setting up for another one.
Well, I'll tell you what, then why don't we have a game of doubles?
I thought we was just having a quiet game tonight, eh?
Exactly. What could be quiet in a game of doubles with these two?
You're the cocky git, Grant Mitchell. Do you know that?
Just call it an act of charity, Gary. I'll even show you which end of the queue to use.
You feeling that confident, Grant? Maybe you'd like to make it more interesting.
Oh, yeah, well, interesting.
Say 50 on the side.
Look, I told you, we're just having a quiet game tonight, all right?
Be even more interesting if we made it a ton.
You what?
Just relax. I'm feeling lucky tonight.
Do you want me to take over?
Why? Reckon I'm going to bottle it?
No, you just seem to be having a bit of difficulty with your queuing action, that's all.
What trouble?
Come on, let's get our money and have a drink, eh? I want a word with you.
You two forgot your sporting manners, have you? Well, don't we even get a chance to get our stake back?
Or don't you reckon on getting that lucky 2 games running?
You heard the odd couple?
Oh, leave it out.
Look, we can't ignore fighting talk like that now, can we?
Hey, try using this end, Grant. You might hit something with that.
It's your way of saying you'd like to up the ante.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. In fact, I wouldn't mind doubling it.
No problem.
Double it is then.
I do hope you know what you're doing.
Lullin them into a false sense of security.
Yeah, well, I hope so. Because if we lose this one, we're down 300 quid. And I don't know about you, but I don't carry that sort of dough tucked behind my ear hole.
But we ain't going to lose, are we? I told you. I feel lucky tonight.
All right, what's going on?
One game more makes it more interesting.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Look, I was half asleep in the first game.
That's not the reason we just lost. Because you wanted to make it more interesting. We lost because you're queuing like Donald Duck.
So I had an off game, who doesn't? Ask Steve Davis.
Now I want to know how you did it.
Did what?
How you hurt your hand as badly as that.
It ain't that bad.
It's bad enough to make you miss a load of shots out there, wasn't it?
I'm nulling them into a false sense of security.
All right. So how did you do it then?
I caught it in a car door.
Oh, that was careless of you.
I knew I shouldn't have that last pint.
I thought you said you didn't go in the Vic.
Who said I was drinking in the Vic?
Now listen, right?
Look, we got big money to win. Let's go and win it, eh?
Ready to give up, are we?
No, we're waking up, ain't we?
Oh, very nice, Phil. But we're still 50 points ahead. There's only 43 on the table. I think you're stuffed.
Oh, I'll make that 46 head now.
Still only 43 on the table.
And you worked that all out without using your toes. Up you go, bruv. Show 'em what you can do, eh? We do need a snooker, you know.
Hey,
Shut it.
what's he doing?
I said shut it, right?
It's your funeral.
Now I make it, you definitely can't catch up, Phil. Which means you owe us 300 quid
You'll have to take a marker.
tomorrow.
Hey, Phil. Your brother's in that there. Well, what's he on? Well, he must be on something, or he's finally flipped.
Do you want a
he's-
slap?
All right. Gary didn't mean nothing by it. Whatever's up with him tonight, Phil, it's not our fault, OK?
Come on. Let's get our hands seen to, eh?
If I tell my super what you've just told me, he's going to look at me like I'm looking at you right now. There is something else you should think about, too. This lot wasn't a lucky punch, you know. Your mate Eddie took a real beating. And in my book, a man who can inflict damage like that really shouldn't be walking around. So, why don't I go get us a cup of tea, hey? Oh, we are going to get the story, you know, Sharon. Most likely from Eddie when he comes round. But if he doesn't, then it won't be a police sergeant on the worst shift of the week asking you questions. So it might be easy if you cooperate from the off. Fancy a brew? It's from a machine, but I've tasted worse.
What's this, new training methods? Cheers.
Oh, been in a spot of bother, have you?
I caught my hand in a car door.
Such a lot of people having accidents round here tonight.
Not a crime, is it?
That's what I've been trying to find out. Believe in coincidence, do you?
Got this one golden rule in life. I don't believe in words I can't spell.
Well, there's a funny one for you anyway. You're from Albert Square, aren't you? Yeah, I checked on your form. Well, there's someone else in here from Albert Square too. And he's had an accident and all.
Small world.
Oh, it gets stranger. This bloke who's from your neck of the woods looks as if he's just been hit by something hard. And you look as if you've just hit something hard.
This bloke made some kind of complaint, has he?
This bloke may not get much chance. Last I was told, he'd be lucky to speak again. Maybe even breathe again. You probably know the place. Queen Victoria.
Everything all right? I told you how long you're going to be. Caught his hand in the door of the van.
Huh. I was just told it was a car.
Well, same thing.
Not very observant, are you? No, according to him, it was definitely a car.
Yeah, well, I meant the car, didn't I?
I always say one thing when you mean something else, do you?
Let's get out of here, shall we?
Just said.
Yeah, I said, let's go, yeah?
Know the young lady in reception, do you?
She's just a friend.
Her friends do seem to be in the wars tonight, don't they?
Listen, are you questioning us for something official? Because if you are, I want a brief.
No, nothing official.
Right then.
At least not yet. Right, well, we'll just have to see what Mr. Royal says when he comes round, won't we? Always assuming he does come round, of course.
Michelle, would you stay with me a few nights till Eddie gets back?
Yeah, sure. I'll just go and get some clothes. It's not like you, though. Not want to stay on your own. It's Grant, isn't it? It's Grant that you're frightened of. He did all that to Eddie.
I already told you.
Yeah, I know. You caught your hand at the door of the van. Or was it the door of the car? Or was it the door of the flat? Listen, that old Bill will never believe your story, and no one else will neither. Now, there's going to be trouble, Grant. And it's not just you and Eddie. Sharon's involved too, remember?
Sharon won't say anything.
That's not the point. We've got to get a story straight just in case she does. But the first thing is, you got to tell me what really happened.
Me and Eddie had a fight.
What about?
I don't know.
Oh, come off it, Grant.
It's the truth. I don't know. I know it was down to me, but I don't know how. I remember going into the Vic, seeing Eddie, waiting to talk to him. That's what it was meant to be, a talk.
All right, I believe you.
And then the next thing I remember, Eddie was on the floor. There was all this blood everywhere. And Sharon was screaming at me.
All right, calm down, will you, eh?
Phil. It's happened again, hasn't it?